We all did it.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to get paid the consequences.
What?
Damn, we got to get it up.
Y'all gotta
like
deal
y'all.
with something. Y'all gotta do something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year, or because
Yeah.
the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm
They
hurt.
are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to
You
get in the
do.
field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting
Yeah,
out.
that's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
Just have a look at this. I said it before and I'll say it again. I wouldn't look out my window if the WNBA was happening in my driveway. Not gonna lie, the way she's playing, she should actually play for free.
But wait! There's more!
He needs some milk.
Cream doublers. Wind.
Honestly, I didn't see the glass until she walked straight into it. The attendant had to turn around because he was laughing so hard.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't be confident. So be confident. You can't challenge. So challenge. You can't dominate. So dominate. You can't flex. So flex. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't be emotional. So be emotional. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
What the heck? This Nike commercial is telling women that they're oppressed? Isn't this the same company that supports men and women's sports? Nike pretends to empower women while letting men take their spots. The total hypocrisy. Like, haven't you guys learned from Bud Light? Go woke, end up broke.
He needs some milk.
You feel if Usain Bolt suddenly identified as a woman?
That's a ridiculous question.
Oh,
and you know
why?
it is. Come on, that's
Why?
silly. Because you can't wake up tomorrow morning and decide that you're a woman and start competing.
It's literally what Leah Thomas has done.
It takes 2 years. In the UK, it takes 2 years.
It takes 1 year to qualify in athletics, right?
So
So Usain Bolt could potentially, within a year, with a bit of reduced testosterone treatment, he could sprint against women.
a huge reduction in testosterone.
Yeah,
A huge.
it makes no difference to body mass or size or power.
But it would
or
change.
speed.
It would alter everything. If
So
he
you'd be fine?
suddenly-
Would you be fine with that?
If he suddenly did, well, if that's.
You respect his right
This
to
is
be a woman.
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but not for the reasons you think.
But he's.
Because it could happen, and
That's-
you think it's fair.
That's obscene. That is obscene.
Would
because
you be
you're-
happy
you're
if
making-
Usain Bolt
you're making-
identified as a woman and began winning the
You're
races against
making
women
an
by 2
extreme
seconds?
argument out of what are people's lives.
It's happening with Leah Thomas.
You can't wake up tomorrow and decide you're a woman. There you go. She said it herself. I guess we're done here. She's literally saying how ridiculous her own beliefs are.
30 women fighting you in a ring. You think you could beat them? Like, how many women till it's too much for you? If you had to knock and you were knocking them
That's crazy.
out.
I've never been asked this question or even thought about it. Do you know who Amanda is? Nunez?
Yes.
Okay. The greatest women fighter that ever has lived. She was a teammate, good friend of mine for a long time, 7, 8 years. Obviously, we saw what she would do to all the women. And in sparring, she would more or less could handle most of the girls. But if we got a guy that was from the UFC, bottom of the barrel, like a 2-2 guy or maybe 0-1 guy, they would have to tell that guy not to go full blast, to go with a man and spawn. So I don't mean to sound
No,
as
I agree
ignorant as
with
I'm
you.
about to sound, but if the girls don't know what they're doing, the number could be infinite.
Yes, an infinite amount of flying knees. Only a sexual assault claim would bring that man down in that fight.
What the is going on
Bro,
with
fuck.
people allowing biological men to compete against women? I mean, out of all the sensitive, I'm a pretty sensitive person. I'm pretty open-minded, but the
Have you
women,
ever trained with a woman?
Yes.
So you know Gabby Garcia? That
Sure.
I trained with her once. Before we trained, I was like, told the coach, like, dude, I'm gonna have to this chick up. Dude, she's bigger than
She's huge.
And he starts laughing. I'm rolling with her, and then she was just weak. Like she just felt like a fat chick.
Yeah. Well,
and after that, I was like, oh.
There's a weird thing going on in this culture with gender, and it's not good.
Look what happened to this fat guy when he fought against the two girls. As the bout began, he quickly became an aggressor with aimless strikes and punches at one girl at a time. When the girls tried to counter, he would grab their legs and hit back with his fists. Shockingly, he was gassed out just 60 seconds into the fight. The girls seized the opportunity but still couldn't put him down as his punches were too powerful. The fight went the full distance, and he finished one of the girls when he attacked them individually. And ultimately, he won the handicap match.
This dude has a black belt in domestic violence. You know, this is how getting child custody should be settled. And the fact that these girls look like they trained their whole life for this fight, and this dude looked like he just woke up, had a slice of pizza and a couple beers, put on gloves, and jumped his ass into the ring. You know, the fact that they sent these girls in with headgear and this guy with nothing, no helmet, just indicates they all knew exactly what was about to go down.
I'm also a swimmer. There are some girls on my team, they use the argument that if you're at a certain point in your transition, then you are equal to a woman. And I was wondering how you would refute that argument.
The science of this has been heavily discussed. 1 year testosterone suppressant, which is what the NCAA suggested is enough to make a man a woman, does not change the fact that men on average are taller. Men have larger bones. The physical shape of males is actually their hips are narrower than ours, and the reason we have wide hips is so we can have babies. And in terms of swimming, if you just push off the wall and you know see how far you glide, men actually push further because their bodies are more hydrodynamic. Men have larger lungs, they have larger hearts. All of those factors are not taken away when you suppress your testosterone and you take estrogen. There is, of course, a little bit of change, and you do get slower and you lose a little bit of muscle mass. Your heart size is not changed by that. Your bone density is not changed by that. Just looking at testosterone, that is one hormone in the human body. There are hundreds of other hormones in the human body as well as those physical.
She looks sad and tired of arguing with her teammates. The fact that her teammates are thoroughly brainwashed is sad as hell. And the fact that this conversation even needs to happen is an absolute disgrace to humanity.
Oh
My main question was about the term eradicate transgenderism.
Yeah, sure. So can I give you some examples?
Yeah, sure.
We shouldn't teach it in our schools. We also shouldn't allow men to compete against women in NCAA sports.
What about the people who are transgender that have converted, are currently
How about
transgender?
this? So why couldn't Thomas still compete against men despite his mental delusion? Why do we have to reaccommodate all female sports for a single individual that obviously has an advantage with bone density and testosterone production? Why is it now our problem? Why does society have to reorganize and reconfigure for one very loud, obviously disturbed person? Wouldn't it be more fair to say, okay, you have a problem, so keep competing in the category that you were born to. You can still wear whatever you want, I guess, and dress and do the treatments you want, but since you're such an excellent swimmer, go swim against boys. Oh, because he's a narcissist and he used to finish 200 against boys, and when he competes against girls, he wins the championship because he's a cheat.
He couldn't win competing against men, so he had to compete with women to win. What a freaking wimp.
DK, and And
Leah Thomas is not banned from swimming. Leah Thomas is banned from a category Leah Thomas doesn't qualify for. I'm banned from swimming in the under 12s because I'm not under 12. You know, we have heavyweight boxers that are banned from the bantamweight category. We have numerous categories in the Paralympics to create fair opportunity across society. That is the whole point of categories. Nobody is banned. You're just banned from a category you don't qualify for. And if you're not good enough, then you're not good enough. You know, and as we know, Leah Thomas's best performance pre-transition was, you know, something like 465th in their best event, which was a distance freestyler. Miraculously, overnight they become a sprinter and they beat 3 Olympic silver medalists from America. How amazing.
Women's sports isn't a retirement plan for failed male athletes.
It's the stigma that men are stronger, right?
it's not a stigma, actually. It's just a fact. Men are stronger.
You can be.
What are you trying to say?
If a woman wanted to work out and become wham and reach your level, she can.
I'm sorry, no matter how much you work out,
what's stopping it?
I will still naturally be stronger.
But my point is, that's because men are drafted because they're seen as stronger.
You're saying are seen as stronger. No, men are just stronger.
Meanwhile, people say that this is why men and women shouldn't fight, because even though this guy had one of the hardest fights of his life, she still didn't even stand a chance and just accepted her defeat. So is that true? Because
yeah, bro was having the hardest battle of his life. This brother was fighting an entirely different battle. She wasn't accepting her defeat. She was enjoying her victory.
But wait! There's more!
Второй из 3 раундов. Epic Fighting. Я считаю, что одна из девушек должна отвлекать... у одной должна быть цель отвлекать своей сексуальностью, чтобы забивать Гришу. А другая... Самая осторожная внезапно получил удар. Шайтан удар.
You know, if you'd like to gather around me, I think I'm going to be okay. Come on. Come on. Secret Service is worried about them. If we have to worry about them, we have big problems. Okay, do you want to do this? Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay? You ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that. I want to make this a really good signature, because this is, you know, this is a big one, right? Oh, I think we have a 10.
That's actually protecting women when the other side have absolutely no freaking clue what a woman even is.
What is a woman?
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Who identifies as a woman?
You can't answer the question with the question.
Who identifies as a woman?
Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social
You're in college, paying for an education. What is a woman?
How about you talk to someone with media training, huh? How about you talk to someone
You don't need media training. It's not a trick.
Well,
What is a woman?
Who identifies as a woman?
You can't answer the question with the...
What are you talking about?
It's the college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
What happens when a footballer like Neymar plays against a team of 11 female footballers? This actually happened in 2018. Neymar played a friendly match alongside 10 female footballers against a team of 11 female footballers, and the results were shocking. Neymar displayed his mind-blowing dribbling skills effortlessly, and oddly, the match didn't turn out as people would expect. Neymar's team won 2-1 against the other team.
He was holding back for sure. Neymar was not trying to get his ass canceled. Playing hard? No. Hard while playing? Yes!
I don't think you can compare like anything between women's and men's football because it's just so different. Like how people look at us and how people look at them is just not the same. Like women's will always be like, I don't know, looked at a bit like, oh, she plays football.
Do you ever feel second class to men in football?
It's always second class. I don't think you'll ever be first class because I think a lot of people still think that men's football is like the first priority, you know? They don't think about women's football, and I think this is a big problem because now, I think that's why the big social media is really helpful, because people actually see, oh, we play football, we can play football. Or it's always like this when they say they come the first time to the game, and then after they say, oh, it's not even that bad, you know? Like they're surprised, but people judge before they even like saw the actual game.
Imagine getting paid a consistent weekly salary, but your employer hasn't seen a single day of profit in over 20 years.
If you take away those fucking booty shorts, women's volleyball is going to lose all of their funding.
This 20-year-old girl stepped into the cage against a ruthless, relentless tank. And here's what happened. 20-year-old Cassandra Thorne decided to test herself against the cannibal, Jennifer Wright, who wasted no time, charging at the young fighter from the very first seconds of the match. Cassandra did her best to counter with heavy shots, but most of the strikes were absorbed by her head. What Jennifer did next was nothing short of brutal. A perfectly timed combination landed both on the back of Cassandra's head and her jaw, a double dose of damage. Yet Cassandra proved tough and fearless, choosing to stand and trade wild punches with Jennifer in the second round. This unexpected aggression clearly irritated Wright, who doubled down and started spamming her knockout bombs even harder. By the end of the second round, it seemed even Jennifer had grown tired of the beating she was dishing out. After one more clean shot, the referee stepped in and stopped the fight. The entire arena was stunned, and as if things weren't bizarre enough, the referee gave Jennifer a pat on the back, almost as if he himself doubted she was human.
The cannibal has been eating some meth. Just look at her face. Her face did all the defense. You know how many bar fight this girl has probably been in? This young woman didn't stand a chance. She beat her ass like she was her mama.
An unexpected twist unfolded in the ring during this bout between a male and female wrestler. With a group of kids laughing at every move in the background, the atmosphere was lively. However, amidst the excitement, the male wrestler accidentally touched the female wrestler's backside. Despite the awkward situation, she handled it gracefully, keeping the show going without making it weird.
You literally are destroying the Olympics for anyone who's not a man.
Well, that's a very grandiose vision of it, but
not really. Not really. If you look at the times, if you look at the times and the results of men Olympians against women Olympians, you will see that in almost, I think, 98% of all the events, men are so far ahead of women on speed, on power, and everything, every other discipline. Women would never
separated by categorization.
Women would never win a medal again at the Olympics if you had your way. Is that what you want?
That's very sexist.
No, it's a physical. Hang on, it's not sexist.
Do you know the first woman that
hang on, James,
swam the channel?
I'll come to you. It is not sexist. It is a fact. It's why we separate the sexes.
It's not sexist. It's called reality. Common sense and obvious truth are completely ignored by large segments of society.
You're seeing women that are getting hurt competing against trans athletes. You saw that? Yeah, she sustained brain damage after getting hit in the face with a volleyball by a trans athlete. A rugby player who was pulled out after injuring 3 females. What's your reaction to that?
I can't say anything. I don't know.
Will you sign my petition to keep men out of women's sports?
No.
No.
I don't think so, no. No, I don't think so either.
Before I asked if you think that women should have their own safe space, and you said yes. Do you think that it's keeping women safe space by allowing biological men to be in their spaces and compete against them?
The biggest problem is that so many people are afraid to fight back against this woke mind virus. Trust me. Deep down, they want to sign it, but they are just too afraid of being canceled themselves. But me, I don't give 2 shits. I'm going to tell the truth. And men, they don't belong in women's sports. Now, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Damn, that motherfucker thick. Oh, shit.
I look like my daddy, but I'm built like my mama.
You something with your daddy for sure.